Hey guys, the Bears fan 06 here, and today I have for you Siege Event 2 breakdown. So we're going to go ahead and break down my opinion on this event. Real quick, I lost the first day, which sucks, so now I can't get the crystal. Just throwing it out there. Doesn't matter, like I said, I'm not really playing this event, but still stinks I lost the first day. So the first fighter we're going to talk about is the one that everyone is talking about is Zuna. The Amberling, the lady riding the Firebird, the first fighter to go from Guru to Rogue when it goes from Epic to Legendary. This fighter itself, we have learned at 2 out of 2, it has a cooldown of 2. It's not a preempt skill, and the damage is based off agility. So overall, this fighter is a pretty good fighter. Would I use it on a PvP team? I mean, maybe. I wouldn't use it in a rogue line, that's for sure. Rogue for PvP needs to be preempt. Will she be useful in the rogue dungeon? In my opinion, absolutely. Will she be useful in other dungeons? Not so much. Rogues die pretty easily in dungeons itself. So overall though, her special, what it looks like is amazing. It's like Parvay's, but I believe it spins the other way, and it looks like cherry blossom leaves, I believe. From what I remember seeing, it's basically like a pink swirl. Overall though, she's actually a fairly good fighter. I was reading it, they're not ranking her as the #1 legendary. Nubu still holds that title, and unfortunately he might lose that title at the end of this event, but we'll get to that in a moment. What I'm reading is people are basically ranking her about 4th, tied with the Ape. They rate the new bobblehead guy and Zert, the defensive Ape or Yeti, above her, and she's tied with Ape from the Apex build. So she's tied. She's still a very good fighter. Next, we're gonna move on to is Ishpa, the guy with the machine gun and the cart with the fireworks. I don't even know. Basically, he's a warlock with high attack and high wisdom. Would be great for the warlock dungeon. Anytime you get a good warlock, they're always good for the warlock dungeon. Also, what happens is I think it read that its skill is a little bit lower than most warlocks for the proc rate. I'm not 100% sure. I couldn't find a definite answer on it, but it seems to be, from what I'm reading, it was definitely better than the normal warlock. It's not as long till you get to use the special. Also, it's good for superfuse fodder if it's going to be cheap. High attack, high wisdom, always good for fodder, as long as it ends up being cheap. Next, we move on to the sumo fighter with looks like candy canes on his back. But the sumo fighter is basically just an average fighter. I mean, he's nothing spectacular. He should be fairly cheap, so he'd be good in my opinion for some people starting out. He has an HP of 5,123, and he has 3,676 attack and 4,276 defense. And these two stats are super low, so they don't even matter. I read someone was comparing it to Gaga, the recolor Afro Croc, from a couple events ago. So now this is the most intriguing one here, is the leaderboard prize legendary. I personally think he's amazing looking. I like the gold dragon and everything. I think it's really cool. What we have here though is Enlighten All. What I was reading is typically that's a skill that boosts a stat versus actually damaging the enemy. No one really knows what it's going to do because it says rank 2 natural skill. All shall know the truth in that instant. Nothing is forever. It doesn't really tell you what exactly it does. People are mixed. I was reading they think it's attack, and other people think it's a boost. So we have to wait and see. The biggest thing here is this attack, and I'm going to show you here in 2 seconds. Alright, so we got Nubu on the screen, and we got the new guy, Lumwatsk. I don't know how to pronounce it, I have no clue. So Nubu wins the HP battle. Nubu loses the attack battle by almost 1,000. Nubu wins the defensive battle, he loses the wisdom battle, and he wins the agility battle. This guy could potentially, I mean, these might be 1A and 1B for the best legendaries. We don't really know yet. The biggest thing is what we need to know is we need to know what the skill does. So until we know what the skill does, we have no clue. if I get any legendary from this event, it would be him over the Fire Girl, because of the high attack. I like high attacks, so I like him a lot, and I like this fighter too. I think it looks really cool too. I like the golden dragon he's riding. But overall, if I get any legendary from this event, it'll definitely be him over the Firebird Girl. I do like the Firebird Girl. I just don't see as much usefulness for her for me personally, for my team, for dungeons and for PvP. I just don't see the use. This guy, on the other hand, that special could determine everything, so he could end up making him just a good fighter, or make him an amazing fighter. We just gotta wait and see about that one. And lastly, let's move on to the last. Oops, click the other prizes. Crap. Let's go back. Anyways, it's this guy right here. It's the recolor of a guy from a couple events ago. Now, this is probably one of my absolute favorite recolors. I love the way he looks. He's so amazing looking. I love the color combination they did. And it's not scrolling down. I hate BlueStacks. Come on. Hold up. Give me a second. Finally. I love the recolor of him. I think he looks amazing. I think they should have made the reins match the red there, but they didn't. Sadly, he is not a good fighter. He's basically just attack fodder, so kind of sucks. But for me, like I said, there's a lot of fighters. Almost every fighter has no use for me, but they do come around. This guy, I mean, he'll have a use for people starting out, but a lot of the higher end people that play the game are going to want him for attack fodder. So he's a good attack fodder guy. But I think the winner of this one is this guy here, most likely. I think he's going to be the best, guys. So post in your comments if you have any questions or anything on your mind. Just post in the comments. Please like the video. Follow me on Twitter and Facebook. And hope to get another video up for you guys here shortly. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe. Hope you enjoyed.